everyone, my name is Hector Armienta. I'm an opera composer as well as a symphonic composer. So I thought I would share what my process is like when I set an aria. Currently I'm working on a new project titled Zorro, which is based on the Zorro character. It will premiere in April of 2020. I'm also the librettist for Zorro. One of the advantages to being the librettist is that you are able to adapt the text to fit the music. Now, librettist is always going to be flexible, but being both the composer and librettist really has that one very important advantage. Now, as the librettist, and as you're writing the text, and you're thinking about what it's going to look like, what that scene is going to look like on stage. Now, writing for opera is quite different than writing symphonic and choral music. All these art forms have their own drama, but opera is theater. So if you are the librettist, you're thinking about what's happening on stage and the drama that needs to happen in each particular scene. From the composer standpoint, you also want to make sure that if you're writing the text, you want to make sure that you're leaving time for the orchestra to speak. The orchestra is a character. So we'll talk about that in another video, but I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. I'm now going to speak just solely from the standpoint of the composer. When I'm looking at that text, I'm thinking of the scene dramatically. And even though I'm a composer, I need to think about the drama. And as I look at that text, I start to then think about what it might be rhythmically. I might also think about tempo, all those musical elements. I might even think about melodic contour. But going back to one of my initial points, it's about the drama. It's about what you might see on stage. Now that I've thought about it rhythmically, dramatically, I'm ready now to improvise. And for me, my main instrument is the piano. I think being a pianist is very important if you are a composer. So I will do that for maybe a couple of days, maybe an hour to 2 hours. I don't write down anything because all at this point, I'm thinking about what the music might sound like, but I don't feel like I'm yet ready to make any of those decisions. Now, in this particular scene for Zorro, all of the motives, the motifs, have already been established. So I'll be drawing on those to create the music for that particular scene. The next step is that using a large piece of manuscript paper, I will write down what that aria might sound like thematically, harmonically, and rhythmically, and possibly also shape some of the melodies. And that will be my touchstone for that particular aria. And as I write the aria, I will refer back to that document. And also, as I mentioned before, since I'm writing now Act 2, most of the motifs have been established, and so now I'm using some of that to write that aria. Then the next and final step is then to actually write the aria. Sometimes what I will do, not often, but sometimes what I'll do is that I will chart that aria out, maybe on one manuscript paper from beginning to end. Now, even if the aria is 5-7 minutes long, I'm just writing down the important moments, important harmonic moments, melodic moments, etc. And if I feel so motivated, then I will then write out I might set the text rhythmically, because I already know what the harmony is going to be and maybe perhaps what the melody is going to be. So I hope that's helpful. If you like this, please press like and please subscribe to my channel. Also, I offer online lessons if you are interested. Thank you so much.